Sagittarius, my dear, have you ever felt that even though a loved one has departed, there is still an invisible hand protecting you from the storm? A door may close, but there is always a mysterious light guiding your path. Today, I will reveal this truth to you through astrology and the energy of the universe so that you may clearly see. The departed are still walking beside you, leading you and shielding you, Sagittarius. And right now, let your heart connect with the universe by commenting, "I am ready to receive love and protection from the universe." That comment is not just a declaration, but a bridge linking you with the sacred energy that surrounds Sagittarius. Sagittarius, my dear, you were born under the symbol of the archer, the one who aims the arrow toward the sky, searching for truth in the galaxies. It is no accident that destiny chose Sagittarius as the traveler. Your heart longs for freedom. Your soul is always urging you to step beyond familiar borders, to touch what others hesitate to face. And because of this longing, Sagittarius is often the sign that experiences more loss than others. For to truly understand the universe, you must learn to accept that every departure is not an ending, but a new chapter in the journey of the soul. Sagittarius belongs to the element of fire. That fire is not only to warm, but also to enlighten. In the darkness of loss, Sagittarius is the soul that still keeps the flame of faith alive for themselves and for others. I have met many Sagittarians in my life, and one thing always moves me deeply. They never allow tragedy to extinguish the light in their eyes. You may cry, you may collapse, but only for a moment. Then Sagittarius rises again, as if lifted by an unseen strength. Could it be the very hand of those who have passed on, the souls who continue to protect you from the other side? Think back, how many times have you escaped danger in a miraculous way? How many times has an unexpected opportunity appeared just as you were ready to give up? Those things, Sagittarius, are never coincidences. Ruling Sagittarius is Jupiter, the planet of expansion, of blessings, and of profound spiritual lessons. In astrology, Jupiter always symbolizes the light of faith. It is like a great teacher reminding you, loss is only a doorway, leading you toward a greater, more sacred journey. And here is my perspective after 50 years of studying the stars. There is no departure in the life of a Sagittarius without meaning. When someone you love departs, Jupiter transforms that pain into the expansion of your soul. You do not live only for yourself. You live for them too, for their dreams, for their love, for the continuation entrusted to you. Instead of asking, "Why did I lose them?" Sagittarius must learn to ask, "How would they want me to continue living?" And that is how you turn grief into the strength to go further. There is a truth many Sagittarians overlook. The thread between you and the departed is never cut. It only shifts from a physical form to a spiritual energy. In astrology, the ninth house, the house of Sagittarius, is where the soul seeks truth and connects with the higher realms. When someone departs, they do not vanish. They become an invisible companion, standing in your ninth house, guiding you through dreams, through signs that seem random, through the miracles you thought were chance. I once witnessed a Sagittarius share this story. The day my mother passed, I saw a rainbow stretch across the sky of my hometown, and in that moment, I knew she had never truly left. She was simply in another form, still protecting me. Have you ever experienced such a sign, Sagittarius? If so, share it in the comments, because every story is living proof that love never disappears. After more than 50 years of reading star charts for thousands of souls, I have realized one thing. The greatest losses often come to the strongest spirits. And Sagittarius always belongs to that group. Because the universe trusts that only Sagittarius has the courage to turn tears into arrows, shooting them into the dark sky and bringing forth a new dawn. This perspective may not be easy for everyone to accept, but I believe the pain of Sagittarius is never random. It is part of the plan for you to grow, to become a guide. And perhaps the ones who departed in your life chose to protect you in this very way. In life, everyone must face separation. But the difference with Sagittarius is this: you do not see departure as an ending, but as a journey of rebirth. You believe that love is eternal. And that is the lesson the world needs to learn from Sagittarius. If humanity could love as you do, believing that the departed still live on through the good we continue to create, then this world would hold less hatred and far more compassion. Every step you take, Sagittarius, is not only your own, It is also the step of those who loved you, who even after passing on still continue to walk beside you. Sagittarius, remember this, your journey does not end with being protected. What you have experienced is only the beginning. For ahead, the universe wants to give you a greater mission, where that eternal love will become a flame to illuminate an entire community. If you can feel this energy, leave a comment. I continue to live with love and unseen protection. For when you write it down, you are not only affirming it to yourself, but also activating a current of energy flowing through the universe, drawing blessings you never imagined could come. And do not leave, for in the next part, I will reveal how the planets in the 8th and 9th houses are opening a door for Sagittarius to transform sorrow into a radiant destiny. There are moments when Sagittarius grows still, amid the rush of life, and feels something strange. A bird suddenly flies across the window, pausing for just a breath before disappearing into the sky. A familiar fragrance drifts through the air, and the heart trembles with the memory of someone who once walked with you. Or a song suddenly begins to play in the most unexpected place, and its melody pulls forth memories that lie deep within. These things that seem like chance in the spiritual world, they are never coincidence. For Sagittarius, they are the universe's way of sending messages from the departed. Souls who are still protecting you, still walking beside you. In astrology, there are moments when the sky itself opens the doorway of the soul. When Jupiter, ruler of Sagittarius, forms an aspect with Neptune. Jupiter brings the light of faith. Neptune opens the realm of dreams and the bridge to the invisible world. When these two energies merge, Sagittarius is placed in the role of the traveler, able to cross the thin veil between the material and the spiritual. And in those moments, these mysterious signals appear, to remind you that love has never left. Each time an unexpected rescue arrives, when you narrowly escape an accident, or when a door opens at the very instant you thought all hope was gone. Pause, take a deep breath, and whisper your thanks, for that is the sign that the departed stand behind you, arms of spirit spread wide to shield you. And perhaps they have always been walking with you, on every path you take, only now no longer seen with the eyes of flesh. A Sagittarius once told me her story. On the anniversary of her father's passing, her heart heavy with grief, she suddenly saw a cluster of white butterflies filling her garden. Never before had she seen so many appear at once. Her heart trembled, and in that moment she knew her father was still with her. Not in the form she once knew, but in another form, pure, gentle, eternal. To me, that was not just a natural occurrence. It was a profound lesson, that love, once it touches the soul, can never be erased. Sagittarius, my dear, open your heart to receive such signs. Too often we are busy, too logical, and we miss the language of the universe. But the universe never stops speaking to you. The departed never stop sending messages. All you must do is pause, listen, and trust. And you will see those signs shining bright like stars that guide your way. From the perspective of an astrologer who has spent a lifetime observing the heavens, I believe Sagittarius is the sign most sensitive to these signals. Why? Because the nature of Sagittarius is the seeker of truth, the one who never stops asking about the meaning of existence. And when you ask, the universe answers. When you open your heart, the spirits appear. It may be the sound of the wind whispering in the midnight hours. It may be a dream too vivid to be called a dream. It may be the gentle touch on your shoulder while you weep in silence. And when it comes, remember, this is no accident. It is a message. It is comfort. It is protection. It is proof that you have never walked alone. If right now, as you hear these words, a memory of a departed loved one rises within you, let your heart speak. Leave a comment. I believe that love never dies. That comment is not only an affirmation, but also the key that unlocks the flow of universal energy, so that the departed know their message has reached you. Many Sagittarians have come to me with this same question. Why do I see these signs when others do not? And I answer, because the heart of Sagittarius is wide enough to embrace both worlds, the visible and the invisible. You are the soul chosen to feel the protection from beyond. That sensitivity makes Sagittarius vulnerable, yes, but it is also the very gift that turns you into the light, guiding others on their way. In astrology, the 8th house is the realm of death and rebirth. while the ninth house, the house of Sagittarius, is faith, the quest for meaning. When planets move through these houses, you feel the strong pull of connection with those who came before. They no longer walk in the flesh, but they live in every choice you make, every step you take. And it is this that turns Sagittarius into a bridge between past and present, between the seen and the unseen. The deepest emotional truth may lie here. Every time you think you have lost everything, in reality you have only lost the old shape of love. Its essence is still there. It is only transformed into another form, into the invisible hand that lifts you up, into the whispered encouragement when you fall. I want to leave you with a human lesson. Live as if every action you take is the continuation of those you loved. Love on their behalf. Laugh on their behalf. Be brave on their behalf. For when you do, the departed will find peace and you will find strength. If this message touches you, leave a like so the universe knows you have received it. And if this story moves your heart, share this video so the light may reach those who also need a place to lean on. For you never know, a single click from you today may become a miracle for another soul tomorrow. Sagittarius, remember this. You are not alone. The signs that appear around you are living proof of that truth. But this is only the beginning, for ahead lies a deeper journey. Why loss happens and how Sagittarius can turn unseen protection into a destiny made visible. That is the secret we will open together in the next part. Do not leave, stay with me. For what I am about to reveal may change the way you see your life and your destiny. Sagittarius is the soul that never chooses the path of escape. When life delivers a wound, you do not hide it, you do not deny it, you face it head on. You let the pain enter your heart, and from that very place, you find a way to turn it into luggage for the next journey. There is something truly beautiful about Sagittarius. You may collapse, you may weep, you may feel loss tearing you apart, but you never let the darkness hold you too long. Deep inside, you know every loss is a sacred lesson, and when you look back, you realize those very tears have shaped you into someone stronger, deeper, and filled with greater compassion. In astrology, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expansion and maturity. Every crisis is like a journey Jupiter leads you through, and no journey is ever meaningless. When you lose a loved one, a love, or even an opportunity, Jupiter whispers, "Let this open your soul, do not close it." And that is why Sagittarius grows through every trial. A Sagittarius once shared with me, "The day I lost my best friend, I thought I would never rise again. But then in a moment of silence, I heard a voice in my heart live for me, and from that day on I began to rewrite my life. Every success I achieve, I offer as a gift to him." That story still moves me to this day. It reveals a powerful truth. Sagittarius turns loss into the very fuel to keep moving forward. And that right there is the essence of humanity. Instead of letting sorrow drown you, you turn it into a stone beneath your feet, a platform for the next leap. And the miracle is this. When Sagittarius does this, you do not only heal yourself, you become an inspiration for those around you. In a society filled with wounds, perhaps what people need most is not perfection, but examples of those who face pain and still choose faith. Sagittarius is that example. When you rise after loss, you deliver a message to the community. If I can continue, you can too. That is an invaluable lesson, for it awakens courage and spreads spiritual strength. In the star chart, the 6th house and the 12th house stand opposite each other. One is daily service, the other is the soul's deep lessons. For Sagittarius, loss is the bridge between them. You learn to live practically, to cherish each day, while also expanding your awareness, to understand that life is only a part of the soul's endless journey. And from there, you begin to treasure life even more. You realize that every day you can breathe, every moment you can love, every sunrise you witness, is a blessing. That way of seeing makes Sagittarius an inspiration for the whole community, for you remind people that life should never be taken for granted. The experiences of Sagittarius also teach us this. No one can avoid loss, but we can choose how we respond to it. Some choose blame, some collapse, but Sagittarius chooses faith. And it is this faith that makes the difference. I believe the universe chooses Sagittarius to endure more trials, because you are the sign that carries the mission of sharing light. The departed protect you, and you in turn protect the living by turning sorrow into growth. Think of it this way: if you had never known loss, could you truly understand the pain of another? If you had never wept, could could you wipe away the tears of another soul? It is because you have fallen that you can lift others up. And that is the greatest mission of Sagittarius. If as you hear these words, an image of your own past pain rises in your heart, allow yourself to smile and write this comment: I choose to turn pain into strength. When you write it, you are signing an energetic covenant with the universe that you will not let loss destroy you, but will turn it into the flame that lights the way for others. Sagittarius, my dear, your journey is the journey from loss to growth, from tears to faith. But remember, this is not the end. Ahead, the planets continue to move, opening great doors of destiny. And in the next part, we will look together at the 8th and 9th houses in astrology, where the door of fate opens, and where Sagittarius will find the strength to turn unseen protection into miracles made visible in life. There are nights when Sagittarius sits quietly under the sky. In the stillness of the night, starlight falls into your eyes, like the tears of the universe. And in that moment, you seem to hear a whisper: you are not alone. Astrology reveals that in every birth chart, there are houses that act as gateways to the world of spirit. For Sagittarius, the 8th and 9th houses are the two keys that unlock those profound mysteries. The 8th house, the realm of death, rebirth, and the transformation of the soul, reminds us no departure is ever nothingness. Everything is only a transformation. The one you loved did not disappear. They became an immortal part of the flow of the soul. The 8th house shows that love transcends death, for it is engraved into the roots of the universe itself. The 9th house, the house of Sagittarius, holds great truths, faith, and the bridge to the unseen. When the 9th house lights up in the chart, you may feel clearly that the soul of your loved one is sending you a message. They may appear in a dream, in a book you open by chance, or in a fateful encounter that changes your path. The 9th house reminds you, every step you take bears the imprint of the souls who still walk beside you. I have spent my whole life watching the sky, and I believe this. No Sagittarius has ever looked up at the stars, completely alone. Those stars are messages. They are the eyes of the departed, watching over you from a distant realm. Each time Jupiter, ruler of Sagittarius, touches Neptune, the door between the material and spiritual world opens. And in that moment, you can feel the protection, the presence, and the love that has never left you. Sagittarius, my dear, perhaps you have felt something strange before. In the depth of loneliness, a quiet comfort touching your heart. That is not imagination. That is the voice of the departed saying, "Keep walking, for I am still with you." The deepest emotional truth lies here. Even in the darkness of grief, there is an invisible hand, gently guiding you forward. The departed did not leave to abandon you. They left so you could grow stronger, so that love could prove itself eternal. Let me share a personal belief. After more than 50 years under the stars, when a Sagittarius loses someone they love, their night sky is never the same again. For every star above, from then on, is not only a distant light of the cosmos, but also a symbol of the soul of their loved one. Watching, guiding, reminding, you are not alone. Let your heart whisper this now: I am not alone, for the one I love is still with me. When you write this in the comments, you are not only affirming your faith, you are entering into a covenant with the universe, accepting unseen protection and allowing love to keep leading your way. And one more thing, Sagittarius. The planets never stop moving, and so your journey never ends. The messages from the departed are only the beginning. Ahead, the 8th and 9th houses will open other doors of destiny, where unseen protection will transform into visible blessings in your life. Sagittarius, perhaps you too have endured a trial that felt as if it shattered everything. A loss that left you collapsed, asking, "Why me?" But in time, you realized that tragedy was also a doorway, not an ending, but an invitation from the universe, urging you to see the light hidden in the dark. I remember a Sagittarius who told me her story. After losing her life partner, she felt as if she had fallen into a bottomless pit. But one night, as she looked to the sky, she saw a single star shining brightly in the dark. And in that instant, she heard a whisper in her heart, "Live for both of us." From that night on, she began to write, to share her story, to heal others who also carried loss. From a broken heart, she became a light for the community. And that truly is the essence of Sagittarius, turning tragedy into the chance to enlighten both yourself and others. In astrology, Jupiter, ruler of Sagittarius, never lets you remain trapped in darkness. It teaches every pain has a reason, every loss carries a lesson, and every tear can become a seed of faith. When Jupiter passes through the 8th and 9th houses, it opens a door for you to see clearly. Loss does not destroy you. It leads you deeper into love, into faith, into meaning. For Sagittarius, every step forward after loss is a declaration that love is eternal. You do not deny the pain, but you do not allow it to lock your heart either. Instead, you let the pain become material, to write a new chapter, and that is what makes you different. And the human lesson here is clear. When a person dares to face their pain, when they walk through it with faith, they do not only free themselves, they inspire an entire community. One courageous act of Sagittarius can become a lantern for hundreds of wandering souls. The deepest emotional truth lies here. Loss does not steal everything from us. It simply teaches us to see life with deeper eyes, to cherish each fleeting moment, to love more profoundly. In Sagittarius, with your open heart, you carry that gift. If you are listening now and feel a quiet lifting in your spirit, know this is a message from the universe to you. And if these words touch your heart, leave a like. Share this video, for you never know. Somewhere someone may desperately need these very words to find their strength to rise again. But my dear Sagittarius, this is only one part of the journey, because after walking through pain, you carry a greater mission to turn the unseen protection of the departed into visible strength. That can change your destiny, and that is the secret we will uncover in the next part. Sagittarius, listen. You were not born only to survive your own storms. You were born to be light. The one who left your life did not leave to abandon you, but to guard you, to keep your light shining bright, illuminating the world. I have watched the journeys of many Sagittarians, and one thing never fails to move me. Every time you stumble, every time it feels as if everything collapses, there is always an invisible strength lifting you again. Whether you call it the universe, God, or the spirit of those departed, the truth remains, you are never truly alone. And when you rise after loss, that is the moment you are living for them, turning invisible protection into a visible testimony of eternal love. In astrology, the trine between Jupiter, ruler of Sagittarius, and the sun, symbol of self and light, brings blessings like an invisible shield. It does not only protect you from storms, it gives you confidence to fulfill your mission. And I believe this protection comes from the souls who have left, those who wish for you to keep living, keep shining, keep walking the unfinished journey they could not complete. There is a story I always remember, a Sagittarius who lost her beloved brother. In the beginning, she wanted to give up everything. But one night, her brother appeared in a dream, smiled and whispered, "You are not only living for yourself, you are living for me." The next morning, she woke with new resolve. She began to write. She began to share her story of grief. And soon, she became an inspiration to thousands. Her story reminds me of this eternal truth. Sagittarius is not merely a survivor. Sagittarius is the light that the departed want to preserve, to illuminate this world. And from that truth, I realized something profound. Your mission, Sagittarius, is not just to find meaning for yourself. It is to transform invisible protection into visible strength for the community. Every time you choose to rise, you send a message to the broken. You can rise too. Every time you choose faith over despair, you plant a seed of hope in society. And that is the greatest gift the universe has placed in your hands. The beauty of it is this: you do not keep the light only for yourself. You share it. You let others look at your life and see, pain does not kill us. It shapes us into a stronger, deeper, more loving version of ourselves. That is why Sagittarius is called the Pathfinder. With more than half a century in astrology, I can say this: not everyone carries this ability. Some signs close themselves off in pain. But Sagittarius is different. You open your heart, you allow pain to refine you. And from that, you become a beacon for the community. And the emotional touch lies here. The departed do not protect you just so you can survive. They protect you so you can prove to the world that love is stronger than death. Every time you dare to love again, every time you extend your hand to another soul, they smile from afar, proud that their spirit still lives on through you. If these words reach you now, comment below, "I am ready to be the light for the world." That comment is not just a declaration. It is a covenant with your soul, a bridge between you and the souls who chose to protect you from beyond the veil. In Sagittarius, remember this: The planets never stop moving, and neither does your journey. The protection you feel today is only the beginning of a greater mission. Ahead lies another chapter, how you will use that light to open your destiny in wealth, spirit, and community, transforming eternal love into an unending stream of blessings. Do not leave, because in the next part I will share with you the deepest message. How Sagittarius can turn invisible protection into a door leading to a new destiny. Not only for you, but for all those who have walked through the darkness. There are moments when you cry silently, tears rolling down your cheeks as if only to ease the sorrow. But dear Sagittarius, the universe sees it all. Every tear you shed is not just pain, but a testimony that love never dies. It continues to live, not in the body, but in the soul, in the light, in every breath that still resides in your heart. The departed do not want you drowned in despair. They want you to keep walking. They want to see the light in your eyes once more, to hear your laughter echo again, to see you open your arms wide and continue to love. Because when you dare to live on, that is the greatest gift you can give to them. In astrology, the sun is always the symbol of life, of light, and of new beginnings. When the sun shines upon Sagittarius, the universe whispers, "Do not fear the darkness, for your light has been protected." Those who left did not vanish. They became the light in your journey, guiding each step, lifting you gently whenever you fall. And you know, it is when you choose to live fully, when you dare to open your heart to the world, that you are continuing the unfinished story of those souls. You no longer live only for yourself, you live for them too. You love on their behalf, you are brave on their behalf, and you carry that light to those who are still lost. I want you to whisper to yourself right now, I am ready to live on with love and invisible protection. This statement is not just an affirmation, but the key that opens a new door. When you write it down in the comments, you are not only connecting with the deepest energy within you, but also creating a covenant with the universe, that you are ready to receive the protection and the eternal love that is always beside you. Dear Sagittarius, remember this, loss is never a full stop. It is only a comma, opening the next chapter of the soul, and that new chapter is more radiant, because within you now rests the strength of all the souls who have gone before. When you dare to move on, when you dare to trust, you will realize pain is no longer a burden, but becomes wings. Those wings lift you higher, so you can see the vastness of the world, so you can become the inspiration for other souls still wandering in the dark. Leave a comment right now. I am ready to live on with love and invisible protection. And when you write it, believe that the departed are smiling, nodding, and sending their blessings to you from afar. For this is not only the final message from the universe for you. This is the affirmation. You were never alone, and you will never be alone. Dear Sagittarius, thank you for walking with me until this very moment. Thank you for listening, for opening your heart, and for allowing the messages of the universe to touch your soul. You are not alone, and you have never been alone. The departed are still protecting you, and that love will remain forever. If these words have touched you, leave a comment. I am ready to move forward with love and light from the universe. Press like to affirm your strength, subscribe to continue receiving sacred messages, and share this video, for the light you spread today may be the miracle another soul needs tomorrow. The universe has chosen you, Sagittarius, to shine. Now is the time for you to step forward and live that mission fully.